Then from there, the creativity comes. Let me tell you here uh, about creativity and this innovation that I have done one experiment in Eritrea Institute of Technology. Because one thing I enjoyed in foreign country that there was total freedom. Not like Indian university that you have the class 10 to 11 or 2 to 3 like that. If you want to teach on Sunday, you can teach on Sunday. If you want to teach in the night, you can go to night. It is your, once the course is allocated, it is your responsibility that you have to. And at that time, I got, there was one course that I was talking multivariate data analysis. In the department, all the faculty members from Egypt, from Pakistan, from Bangladesh, from Syria, from India also for faculty there, they refused that no, we will not. I passed my MSc exams in the year 96 from Patna University. Even that time as a student, I did not understand it fully. And in the department, honestly, everybody refused that no, we will not teach because we don't have the concept. Then as a head of the department, it was a challenge for me. I took the challenge. I called all the MSc students and I told them very frankly, that's it. And it was in the year 2016. And I told them that very frankly, that see, after 96, I am going to learn this course and to teach you. So many years are gap. So what you have to do, you have to also work hard, and teaching should be in two ways. Wherever I find difficulty, you should also try to find out the reason for that. And I asked them the suggestion. Okay, what is your expectation from us? Then, to your surprise, the students have given a very nice reply. They told that, sir, whatever the lecture notes all the faculty members have, if they should provide that lecture note before the class, then what will happen in the class? We will just go for the discussion. And I think that will help a lot. Then I told them, okay, I will discuss with my colleagues. Let me see. Then majority, they refused. No, how can I can give the lecture note before the class? I told them, then what's the problem? It is your lecture note. And they will go for the discussion on that point. No, but then what I have to go, then what I will teach in the class? I told him, don't worry for that one. They will just ask questions from your lecture note. Then one of my Indian colleagues, he told that, sir, actually in the lecture notes, there are some derivations, even that I did not understand. And if a student asks me how, I will explain. But when I am teaching, then I will show them, okay, this is the derivation, simple, you can do that one. Like you might have heard in the classroom as a teacher, sometimes if you are not understanding, they will say that, okay, don't worry for that. Either you memorize it or later on you will understand. So I told him, no, let us go for this technique. Okay, whenever the students are asking question, if I am not able to answer, I will tell them, next class I will reply. What's wrong? There is nothing wrong. And we did this technique. And with that, to your surprise, after passing, all the MSc students, they got a scholarship from a different countries. Of course, we all teachers have faced a lot of problems because what they were doing, once you give the lecture note, most of the points they will understand. And at the same time, whatever the recommended books were there, they will read it, and from there they will bring the questions. It was really challenging, but we faced it. And successfully we have innovated. So that in that terms, I have to that this is one of the creativity and innovation. That you should always think in a creative way. And I really appreciate that if you hand over that and let us go for the discussion with the students, then your knowledge will upgrade. But if you don't want to upgrade, then it will be a problem. Now let me ask you, because all of you are working, how many of you are revising your lecture notes every time? Please be honest. Whenever you are teaching, whatever the course, how you are revising? Are you revising your lecture notes? By consulting the books, or sometimes the idea will come from inside? Idea from the inside. Because sometimes, before the class, if you are reading reading, then some idea will come. And once you come out of the class, then that time also some idea will come. So you have to note down that. So teacher's job should be to revise your lecture notes every time you teach, so that with the passage of time, after 5-6 years, you can have a very refined lecture notes, and with that you can come out in the form of books. But if you are not revising your lecture note the same way you are teaching, then it means that you are stagnant, and there is no creativity, there is no innovation. So that should be there. Next, please. Empathy. In fact, this is a very important quality nowadays. That there is a difference between sympathy and empathy. Okay, empathy is a purely divine quality that you should feel that pain. That's what empathy I describe in this way, that suppose if I am using abusive words against anyone, then with that abusive words, how they are feeling, that in I have to. For example, somebody is using abusive words against me, how I will feel. So in the same way, I don't know, you might have experienced, but in my student life, I have experienced that some of the teachers or the principals of the school and colleges were so harsh that frankly they will, no, you cannot do this one. It is beyond your capability. So these sentences should not be used. Because as a teacher or as a head of the principal, if you are scolding the children, then it is not correct. Just reverse it, that if someone is using the same sentence against you, how you will feel. So that has to be inculcated. And this empathy nowadays is lacking. Even personal relationships, because we are not empathic. We have to feel the pain that what we are doing for the others, if it is reversed, then how it will affect. You might have heard that we are always talking that, oh, nowadays people are not honest, this and that. We have to go for the self-introspection. Am I honest? Am I doing the right job? If I'm not doing the right job, if I am not doing my job properly, do you have the right to say about the others? Not at all. So empathy means whatever you are doing, always think that if that is reversed back, how you will. So the head of the department, the deans, even as a teacher, we should always follow that. Because as I told you, that teacher duty is not only to teach the subject. Teacher duty is to focus more on divine qualities through your way of dressing, way of walking, way of talking, way of listening, way of your reading style, that everything the student will watch. That we have. Okay, next please. Resilience means that I told you in the beginning, that when suppose if you are the head of the department or the deans, if everyone is saying that it cannot be done, then there also you should be adamant that no, it can be done, and you should find a way out. You should find a way out. And let me tell you one thing, that when everyone is saying no in a circumstance that it cannot be done, and there, if you with full intention, if you are saying that no, it can be done, then you will get the idea. Let me tell you my experience, that when I went to do PhD in Patna University, my supervisor, the teacher asked me that on what topic do you want to do your PhD. I told him, sir, I want to do on continuous distributions. Then he asked me, what do you want to do in continuous distribution? Then I told him, sir, I want to propose some new distributions in continuous. Yes. Then, just he put the chair and told that, once again, please tell. Sir, I want to propose some new distributions in statistics. Then he told that, are you joking? There are only 7 continuous distributions in statistics, and that also before 60 years people have done. After that, no continuous distribution has been done. And what you are saying, so that is not possible. Frankly, he told me that is not possible. But at that time, my inner conscience was not ready to accept that. Then further, what he told that, okay, if you want to do in continuous case, then please search on go and talk to other person, because I am not guiding in continuous. But I told him, no, sir, but I want to do under your supervision. He told that then you come on discrete distribution. I told him, okay, sir, then you give me the problem. Give me the area. Give me the area. I started working that. I completed in 2003. But that sentence, that the teacher, he told that you cannot propose new continuous distribution. That was always in my mind and in my heart. And I was thinking that no, at any cost I have to do. Somehow I got the degree in 2003. Then up to 2005, I did some work, just 4 or 5 research papers. Then 2006, I went abroad. From 2006, when I got a job of assistant professor, after joining, I decided that hereafter, I will not publish a single paper on discrete distribution. I will publish only if I get new idea for continuous distribution. Otherwise, whole life I will not do research. And to your surprise, up to 2030, I did not do. Every year I was coming on the vacation for 2.5 months. I was visiting the department. Everybody was asking why you are not doing. No, I will not do. I have a job, I am getting salary, what is the need? But I want to do something different. But thanks God, I will discuss this one more lecture I have, relationship between teaching and research. In that I will elaborate, please remind me. Then with some techniques I propose. And till now in statistics, I have proposed around 26 or 27 new continuous. And other related data, that's why my papers are 225 right now. And then the same supervisor, he told that, I am extremely sorry, Ramasankar, that I told you that no, it cannot be done. Then I told him, sir, you should not feel sorry. Because I have done this due to that sentence. If you had told me that, yes, it can be doable, then maybe I would not have done. But you told me that you cannot do this one, nobody have done. And that sentence I took as a challenge, and due to that I have proceeded. Even not only this, in the beginning while publishing, it was a big problem for me. Big journals, they were not accepting because I was giving them the name. But I told them, no, I am not going to change the name. This distribution, this result should go by this name, this result should go by this name. Finally, they accepted, and later on I did. And the big one, let me tell you, there was a famous statistician from India, now he's in Canada. He's the editor-in-chief of a big journal. He himself told that, no, please remove the name. You should not name it this way. You should give another name. I told, no, it should go by this name. He told, no, then I will not do. Then the same person later, following my approach, he published one distribution named as Balakrishnan distribution. So what happens that you should have resilience. Where everybody is saying no, you should say yes. That we call resilience. Yes, next please. emotional intelligence. In fact, this is related with that if you are a good listener, then you will understand the emotions of the people. And once you understand the emotions of the people, then what will happen? You can inject your idea to bring the best in the person. But if you are not a good listener, then what will happen? You cannot develop emotional intelligence. Let me tell you, have you heard about Gandhiji, Mahatma Gandhi? In fact, he was very much tough with the rules and regulation. And his wife was working day and night. One day, what happened? His guest was supposed to come there to meet him, but he came late. And after working whole day, his wife told that, okay, I'm going to sleep. Once your guest comes, please wake me up. I will prepare dinner for him. Then it was too much late. And then Gandhiji thought that, okay, he asked the guest that, okay, what do you like? Then he asked that, okay, he told that, yeah, I need just a cup of tea. He just entered the room, entered the kitchen to prepare the tea. Then somehow, because if you enter the kitchen first time, then item will be here and there. So one item dropped and have sound, and then his wife came. Then, what you are doing? Why you are here? Why didn't you tell me? Then there are two options. He should have shouted at his wife. But you know what he told? Can you guess it? Have you heard this story? How he tackled that one? He told that because I was very much afraid to wake you up. And do you think after hearing this sentence, the wife will feel any angry? Not at all. This we call emotional intelligence. This we call emotional. How he very nicely tackled. I was afraid to ask you to wake up and be here. So this is very, very important. That whenever the students are frustrated, whenever the faculties are frustrated, then as the academic leader, you should you try to touch the emotion of that one. And then with that emotion, he can touch the sky. But that we are lacking. Next, please. Humility. See the sentence, pride makes us artificial, humility makes us real. Means that, just like in the beginning, I was telling you that if you are not enjoying your work, if you are not thinking about your purpose and vision, then it means that you are not a true human. We should have sympathy, we should have empathy, we should have the listening capability to understand the situation, then tackle the situation. Then only we can call ourselves as a human being. Otherwise, we are artificial. Now the era is of artificial intelligence. Next, please. Transparency. Now, please, because all of you are working, can you give your opinion about how the transparent head of the department and the principals of the colleges and the deans of the institutions are there? Do you have any experience? Do you feel that majority are transparent? So if you are not transparent, then do you think that your say has any meaning? Not at all. Even within a department, the head of the department, they will favor someone, they will not favor someone. They will give some idea to someone, they will not give to someone. And this transparency will create problem. People will not trust you. Next, please. I think that will be the last one. Good readers. You know, if you are A good listener, you will learn. But to advance your knowledge, is to be a good reader. Let me share you my experience. I am basically from Patna, Bihar. Every year I am going to my village. And just I was asking one time in the meeting to my village people that, okay, how many people do you have this Gita and Ramayana in your home? Please raise the hand. 50%. Okay, here. Okay. Then in my village, the 50% people raise the hand that they have. 50% they don't have. Then I asked the question. Then those who raise the hand, please tell me how many of you are reading it regularly. Then very few hands. After that, I asked the question that, okay, if you are reading it regularly, are you understanding it properly? Then one or two hands. Then ask them, then what is the meaning of the reading? If we are not understanding, then what is the meaning? And even if you are a reader, and if you are not understanding, then that is the wastage of time. And why they are not understanding? Because they are not going for the discussion. They are not open to discuss with someone that, okay, could you please explain this one? So I suggest them that those who are understanding it, please sit with them, discuss. The same thing in the academic institution happening within a department, suppose 5 or 10 faculties are there. I'm observing that now rarely they have the time to sit together and discuss open problems and to sort out. Even the academic institution, suppose here also we have 15, 16 deans, rarely they will sit together and discuss that how to sort out. So these are the 15 qualities that I have observed. It is totally about according to my experience when I was the faculty, when I become the head of the department. That's why there is no reference in this one. What I felt that I have mentioned here, and that I am still right now I am not the head of the department, but I am trying to follow it. Next, please. Next slides. I think that is the summary. Next is not there. Concluding remarks were there. In fact, I don't know, maybe. Now, please let us discuss about how do you feel. If you have any questions or anything that you are feel free to ask. Because we all are on the same boat. You also have some experience. So do you agree, first question, do you agree with these qualities or do you want to add something more?
So I have one thing to discuss actually. Whenever we are trying to take classes in our university, professor in visual arts department. So what I have found out and realized that nowadays, students are not able to sit for a long in the sense 30 to 40 minutes. So in that case, what is the system or pedagogy should be there for a teacher to engage them in a theory class?
See, there is one thing that what I used it, that you have to make your lecture to be so inspiring in the sense that you have to correlate what you are going to teach with the real life situation and bring such examples where they can say, oh, this is a wonderful lecture. So in that case, they will get interest. And of course, because see, the personality is shaped by so many factors. That is not 1 or 2 or 3, 4. You cannot bring all the students on the same boat. But we can change some of the students. we can change some of the students, not all. That's what I observed that while delivering lecture on teaching and research, I will tell you more about that in my experience that how the teaching will affect the research and how research will affect the teaching. That experiment I have done abroad, even in Assam University I have done. Because basically I am a statistician and I love this psychology, philosophy, this one, that, and in fact that is required. So that I agree totally, but because nowadays the students are not getting interest in learning, but there also we should feel accountable. Our the problem is with us also because we are not so enthusiastic to deliver the lectures. So if I am not enthusiastic to deliver the lecture, a student will not feel enthusiastic to learn. That is required. Next, please. Share your experience. You have anything? कुछ भी बोलिए अगर मतलब कंफर्टेबल इन हिंदी ओके इट्स ओके
No, both languages I am comfortable. For the skill development, like listening skill. Yes, it is very important for like each and everyone should develop their language listening skill. Without listening, we cannot speak. Very important. So
yes.
And one thing is very important, you speak empathy. So if it is more easily elaborate, then it is helpful for us. Actually, I little bit clearly not understand about this empathy.
See, empathy means that the one there are several factors there which the student I am telling. Whenever going to the class, think that they are my children. Like in the home, how we feel always that I have to teach my children in a better way, I have to inculcate good habits. So in that, with that mindset, you have to interfere that they are my own children. Then the emotional attachment will come. Nowadays, what is happening, I have heard several times, many teachers will say that, okay, whether they are study or not, it hardly matters to me, I am getting my son. It means you are not attaching your emotions to them. So you have to attach them. Next thing, whenever you meet them, either on the road or outside the class, you ask them, how are your parents, how you are feeling, what do you want to do in future, like that. Then you will, then they will trust you that, okay, he is interested in my performance or my family members, it means he is liking me, so I can express. Because you have to create a conducive environment where to speak. Because if you are not creating the environment, they cannot speak. So that is very, very important. That you should always very, very careful in creating a conducive environment where people should feel safe and happy to express each and everything. That's why nowadays in the university and the colleges, they have started this program, mentor and mentee program, mentorship program like that. Actually, that is the objective, that how we can openly discuss the problems and give a conducive and safe environment where the students can express it. That is.
Thank you, sir.
Next, please.
Hello, sir. My name is Pranjali, and I'm from Bihar. I
Okay.
teach history. My question regarding emotional intelligence side, because we are now in AI generation, and our students belongs to Gen Z's generation. So we are facing different type of problem to address them. How to deliver lecture, how to take them on my board. So the problem of emotional intelligence has been totally changed. It according to me, because
Yes.
the communication style they want is different from earlier. So,
Yes.
what is your suggestion? What is your suggestion regarding this? And one more thing, sir, I want to add here. Whether we are capable to create new educational changes according to AI demand, AI generational demand. Thank you, sir.
Yes. See, you have the two. The one is that the students are very much accustomed and they are using AI for their academic purpose. That I agree. But see, on several occasions, I told to my colleagues that, of course, AI is to certain extent it is useful. But if you are relying totally, then what will happen? It will kill your instinct, because nowadays even I have heard that many people are giving some sentence to chat GPT or something to write a letter, this letter, that letter, and from there they will copy and they will modify it. So what will happen in that case? You are losing your own capability, and this we have to justify to the students that if you are depending upon the chat GPT or whatever the other sources, then what will happen? Your thinking and feeling level will go down, and later on you will become just like a machine, not more than that. And whatever technique you are taking, that has second thing is that as you told that how to create environment. So for that, my suggestion is that sometimes you have to create a situation and tell them student,
Dr. Anwar Majumdar, please mute your phone.
so to create that environment, uh, you have to bring a case study and tell a student that please express your emotions there, or write something about that one. So in that way, what will happen? Let them write, read it, and then tell them that how do you feel? Okay. So there we have to keep patience. Even I am also facing my research scholars. Sometime when I am giving some task, they will bring from chat GPT, and when I ask them, okay, then this is not correlating, how did you write? Then they will say that from chat GPT I brought. I told them, no, you should not bring from there, you should write in your own way. But see, let me tell you that it is not that the whole problem is with us. The problem are multidimensional, but with patience, we can bring some change. We should not lose patience and we should not lose hope. We should be very optimistic, and we should always tell to the people that less dependency on the chat GPT or AI will help you to understand the power that the power of your mind that you have.
Thank you, sir.
Anything, please? So this is the, so you have the PPT, you can read it, and only thing I request to all of you that because all of you are a teacher, please always think that we have to make some difference in the lives of the people. Even 1% change we are bringing, that for that we should feel happy. Teaching should be a passion. We should love it like how we love hearing music and love the marketing, love the food. In the same way, we have to love it. In fact, one example I will cite you there that while discussing about relationship and teaching, I always say that the technique of teaching should be the same technique that we use in loving others. Love should be the language and way of teaching. Okay. So any other question, or if not, then I can. Sorry.
Excuse me, sir. My
Yes.
question in the chat box.
Chat box. Okay, you have written on the chat box?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, let me see. In today's generation of students facing so many emotional, social, and digital pressures, would you say empathy is the number one quality a teacher must have in order to be able to connect with them better? Yes. In fact, I told you that in the beginning, if you see my slide, I told you that the basic purpose of education is to bring the divine power already existing within. And see, this empathy, not that we have to bring from outside, it is already inbuilt in every human being we have. But the only thing is that to bring that one, you should be a good listener, you should be a good communicator, and you should create a safe and conducive environment where the student can feel free to express their problems. Okay? Hello?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Sir, is it empathy is related to maximum of teaching?
No, it is not, I am telling you that. It is the quality that we will help you to understand. But that we are lacking. As a teacher, as a head of the department, as a deans, we are lacking. In fact, that is the finest quality that every human being should have. Not only it should be in the teaching, it should be in the family, it should be in the business, to understand each other. But of course, it depends upon that good readers, good listener, and your purpose, vision, all those qualities are internet. Because one of the quality will affect the others. Okay. So all are internet. And the best way, let me conceptualize is that the best way of learning something is that organize the facts, correlate the facts, and then visualize the facts. Whatever you are reading, then you try to organize it, correlate all those points that you have read it, and then visualize it. And then what will happen? You will bring this all. Once you organize, correlate, visualize, then you will bring into the reality. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you.
Vote of thanks. Now I would request Dr.
Mr. Nilanjan.
Nilan Sinha to deliver his response.
I'm Nilan Sinha. I'm Nilan Sinha, Department of Political Science, Victor College, and a participant of this refresher course. I, on behalf of the organizing committee of this refresher course, would like to express deep gratitude to Professor Ramashankar for accepting the invitation and being a part of this refresher course. His insights on academic leadership will surely be beneficial for us in our workplace. And sir, your presentation as well as the your presentation was both informative and very inspiring for us, and we look forward to be a better academician and some better leadership of this academic leaders will come out of this refresher course. We think so. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Next lecture after
17.
सर से परिचय करा दीजिए.
Sir, Professor Ramashankar, Department of Statistics from our university.
Professor Narayan Chakravarti sir, very renowned and Sanskrit and languages. सर पहले फ्रांस में थे IT for 2 years और हम भारतीय यूनिवर्सिटी से हमारे डिपार्टमेंट के विभाग स्वरूप जर्नी कैसा रहा सर? प्रवास पे प्रॉब्लम है
What's a secondary thoughts lead they travel from. Today we are very fortunate to have with us all of our dignitaries, and here in the inaugural session of the 2 weeks refresher course on recent trends and challenges in teaching and research in language studies and social sciences and Indian knowledge system perspective, organized by Department of Sanskrit in collaboration with Department of Social Work under the aegis of Madhya Mission Teacher Training Center, Assam University, Silchar. So we have all gathered together for the inaugural session, and now we will begin the session with the lighting of the lamp. And I would request our chief guest, Vice Chancellor Sir, our Director of MMTC Sir, Deputy Director Sir, and all our HODs to light the lamp.
Should have been the chief guest. That was supposed to. है ना? आप करिए sir.
अरे वाह, अरे वाह.
Sorry, sir.
आप हमारी तो होस्ट हो गया.
शुभं करोमि कल्याणम् आरोग्यं सुखसम्पदा शत्रुविनाशाय
Thank you so much, Anyways, we are now moving towards the Mangalacharan session, which will be taken by Supriya Chaube. I request Supriya Chaube to kindly start the Mangalacharan.
सर्वेभ्यो नमो नमः. हरिः ओम् स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तारक्षो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु प्रेखदशवामारुतः वृष्णिमातरः शुभं जावाणो विदधे कुजगमयः अग्निर्जिह्वामणवः सूरचक्षुषो विश्वेणो देवाः अपसागमन्निः भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवा भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्जत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिर्व्यशेमहि देवहितं यदायुः शतमिन्नु शरदो अन्ति देवा यत्रानश्चक्राजरसं तनूणाम् पुत्रासो यत्र पितरो भवन्ति मानो मध्यारीरिकतायोर्गन्त्योः आदित्यो आदितिरन्तरिक्षम् आदितिर्माता स पिता स पुत्रः विश्वे देवा आदितिः पञ्चजना आदितिर्जातमादितिर्जनेत्यम् योः शान्तिरन्तरिक्षं शान्तिः पृथिवी शान्तिरापः शान्तिः लोकधयः शान्तिः वनस्पतयः शान्तिर्विश्वे देवा शान्तिः सर्वं शान्तिः शान्तिरेव शान्तिः क्षमा शान्तिरेधि हरिः ॐ मा।
Thank you so much, Supriya. We are now moving towards the felicitation session. Today we have with us eminent dignitaries, and now we will felicitate all of them. सर्वेभ्यः सर्वाभ्यश्च नमो नमः। मालवीय मिशन टीचर ट्रेनिंग सेंटर इत्यस्य उद्योगेन आयोजिते अस्मिन् कार्यक्रमे मुख्यातिथिरूपेण उपस्थिताः सन्ति रवीन्द्रभारती विश्वविद्यालयस्य अवसरप्राप्तः अध्यापकः सत्यनारायण चक्रवर्ती महाभागाः। महाभागान् प्रति भूयः भूयः स्वागतं विज्ञापयामि। इदानीम् असम विश्वविद्यालयस्य कुलपतिवर्यान् श्री राजीव मोहन पंत महाभागान् प्रति अनुरोधं करोमि। कृपया सत्यनारायण चक्रवर्ती महाभागान् उत्तरीय प्रदानेन वर्णकरणार्थम्। Thank you so much, sir. We are very fortunate to have with us Professor Rajiv Mohan Pant, sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Assam University Filter. And may I now request our Director of MMPC, Professor Balakrishnan, sir, to felicitate Professor Rajiv Mohan Pant. धन्यवादः महाभागम्। अस्माकं मध्ये उपस्थिताः सन्ति असम विश्वविद्यालयस्य मालवीय मिशन टीचर ट्रेनिंग सेंटर इत्यस्य निर्देशकः आर बालकृष्णन् महाभागाः। महाभागान् प्रति भूयशः स्वागतं ज्ञापयामि। अधुना समाजकर्ण विभागस्य अध्यक्षः महाभागान् श्री कैवल्य टी देसाई महाभागान् प्रति अनुरोधं करोमि। कृपया महाभागान् उत्तरीय प्रदानेन वर्णनं करोतु। So much, we are also fortunate to have with us Deputy Director, sir, Ajay Kumar Singh, sir. So, may I request Dr. Govind Sharma, sir, to felicitate Professor Ajay Kumar. धन्यवादः। अस्मिन् कार्यक्रमे उपस्थिताः सन्ति असम विश्वविद्यालयस्य संस्कृत विभागस्य अध्यापकः शान्ति पोखरेल महाभागाः। इदानीं समाजकर्ण विभागस्य अध्यापकान् श्री कैवल्य टी देसाई महाभागान् करोमि। कृपया उत्तरीय प्रदानेन वर्णकरणार्थम्। Thank you so much, sir. We are also fortunate to have with us Professor M. Ganga Bhushan, sir, HOD Social Work. May I request Govind Sharma, sir, to felicitate Ganga Bhushan. Thank you so much, sir. And all our please. We are now moving on, and now may I request Dr. Govind Sharma, sir, to kindly provide a welcome address of the program, initiating the important.
ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया स्फुरन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। अद्य महत् हर्षस्य विषयः अस्ति यद् अस्माकं विश्वविद्यालयेन पुनश्चर्या पाठ्यक्रमस्य आयोजनम् अस्माभिः क्रियते। एतदर्थं सर्वे प्रतिभागिनः अपि उपस्थितवन्तः। अस्माकं मध्ये समवेताः सन्ति अस्माकं विश्वविद्यालयस्य कुलपतिवर्याः कुलपतिचरणाः प्रोफेसर राजीव मोहन पंत महाभागाः। तेषां हार्दिकं स्वागतम् अभिनन्दनं च विज्ञापयामि। अस्माकं MMTC पक्षतः अस्माकं विभागः पक्षतः हार्दिकं धन्यवादं विज्ञापयामि, हार्दिकं स्वागतं विज्ञापयामि। अद्य कार्यक्रमे विराजमानाः सन्ति अस्माकं मुख्यातिथयः प्रोफेसर सत्यनारायण चक्रवर्ती महाभागाः, च महाभागाः अनुसन्धानपुरुषरूपेण अत्र समावेताः। अभिभावकरूपेण अस्माकं विभागस्य महोदयः विराजमानाः सन्ति। तेषां प्रति अपि हार्दिकं स्वागतं विज्ञापयामि अस्मिन् पुनश्चर्या पाठ्यक्रमे। अद्य विराजमानाः सन्ति अस्माकं मालवीय मिशन अध्यापन केन्द्रस्य अध्यक्षः प्रोफेसर बालकृष्णन् महाभागाः। तां प्रति अपि हार्दिकं स्वागतं विज्ञापयामि अस्माकं विभागपक्षतः, अस्माकं आयोजक पक्षतः हार्दिकं स्वागतं विज्ञापयामि अस्माकं उपाध्यक्षः मालवीय मिशन केन्द्रस्य डॉक्टर अजय कुमार सिंह महाभागानां प्रति हार्दिकं स्वागतं व्याहरामि। अस्माकं विभागीयः संस्कृत विभागस्य अपि च समाजकर्म विभागस्य अध्यक्षः प्रोफेसर शांति पोखरेल महाभागः, प्रोफेसर गंगाभूषण महाभागाः। तां प्रति अपि हार्दिकं स्वागतं व्याहरामि। अन्ये च अत्र अनुसन्धानपुरुषरूपेण तत्र विराजमानाः सन्ति प्रोफेसर रमाशंकर महाभागाः, सांख्यिकी विभागस्य प्राचार्याः। तां प्रति अपि हार्दिकं स्वागतं व्याहरामि अस्माकं सत्रे, अस्माकं पुनश्चर्या पाठ्यक्रमे। अत्र ये च उपस्थिताः सन्ति प्रतिभागिनाः भागग्रहणार्थं, तान् सर्वान् प्रति अपि हार्दिकं स्वागतं व्याहरामि। तत्र 14 दिवसीयः इयं पाठ्यक्रमं तत्र विद्यते। recent trends and challenges in teaching and research in language studies and social sciences and Indian knowledge system perspective इति विषयोपरि भवन्तः सर्वे लाभान्विताः भविष्यन्ति इति मन्ये। अस्मत् तत्र पाठ्यक्रमानन्तरम् इत्येव मनसा धिया सर्वेषां प्रति अपि हार्दिकं स्वागतं यही आपसे आग्रह है। इत्येव उक्त्वा अत्र विरमामि।
धन्यवाद। इदानीम् अस्माकं मध्ये UGC MMTDC इत्यस्य उपनिर्देशकः रूपेण उपस्थितः सन्ति श्री अजय कुमार सिंह महाभागान्।
Thank you, madam.
Honorable Vice Chancellor, Sir, Professor Rajiv Mohan Pant, Chief of this program, Chief Guest and Chakrabarti, Sir, retired Professor Ravindra Bharati University, Director MMTTC, Professor Yes. Director MMTTC, R. Balakrishnan sir, Professor Rajiv Vaid sir, Dean Languages, Professor Jayati Bhattacharya madam, Dean Sciences, Professor Antil Porel sir, Head Department of Sanskrit, Assam University, Professor M. Gangabhushan sir, Head in charge Department of Social Work, Post Coordinators, Professor Govind Sharma ji, and Dr. Kaival Desai, distinguished resource persons, faculty colleagues, and dear participants. Good afternoon, come and ask. It is indeed a great honor and pleasure for me to welcome you all in this inaugural function of 2-week interdisciplinary course on recent trends and challenges in teaching and research in language studies and social sciences and Indian knowledge system perspective, organized by Department of Sanskrit in collaboration with Department of Work under the aegis of UGC MMTTC Assam University. At the outset, I extend my deepest gratitude and warm welcome to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Sir, Mr. Rajiv Mohan Kwan, whose visionary leadership and unwavering commitment have been instrumental in guiding Assam University and MMPTC Center towards academic innovation and a very special welcome to our chief guest, Professor Satyanarayan Chakrabarty, a distinguished academician from Rabindra Bharati University, Kolkata, whose lifelong contribution to language and cultural studies has inspired generations of scholars. I also extend my heartfelt welcome to our director, MMTTC, whose constant support and direction continues to enrich our training and capacity building programs. A warm welcome to Professor Santi Pokharel, Sir, Head Department of Sanskrit, and Professor M. Ganga Bhushan, Sir, Head IC Department of Social Work. These two academic leaders whose collaboration initiative has brought this interdisciplinary course to life. I also take this opportunity to welcome Professor Ajit Baisya, Dean Language Study, and Professor Jayati Bhattacharya, Dean School of Social Sciences, whose academic insights and encouragement have always been invaluable. Finally, I welcome our course coordinators, resource persons, and participants who have joined us from different parts of our country. Your presence enriches the spirit of this event and underscore our shared commitment to continuous learning and academic renewal. As we all know, the title of this refresher course, Recent Trends and Challenges in Teaching and Research in Language Studies in Social Science and Social Sciences and Indian Knowledge System Perspective, is both timely and significant. We live in an age of rapid change, technological, cultural, and intellectual. Teaching and research paradigm in humanity and social sciences are evolving faster than ever before, driven by digital transformation, globalization, and interdisciplinary approach. Yet, amidst this change, there is a growing realization that we must connect with the root of Indian knowledge system, the indigenous framework of thought, pedagogy, and inquiry that have guided Indian civilizations for centuries. NEP 2020 also places renewed emphasis on integration of IKS in higher education, aiming to make our academic endeavors both globally competitive and locally relevant. This refresher course seeks to create that balance by equipping faculty members and research scholars with a critical understanding of new research methodology, linguistic diversity, and cultural pluralism and interdisciplinary perspective, all anchored in wisdom of Indian traditions. Over the next 2 weeks, participants will engage in lecture, discussion, and interactive session that address the emerging challenges in teaching research across the language and social sciences, role of digital tools, AI, and data analytics in shaping modern scholarship, need of value-based and ethical culturally ground research methodology, relevance of IKS framework such as Nyaya Mimamsa, and sociological and classical Indian tradition in understanding contemporary society. This course also emphasizes cross-disciplinary collaboration, bringing together the reflective depth of language study and empirical rigor of social science to address real-world issues. I take this opportunity to commend both the department, Sanskrit and social work, for conceptualizing such a meaningful and forward-looking program. The collaborative nature of this course reflects the true interdisciplinary spirit of NEP 2020 advocates. We welcome our participant who has connected across the India, and as we embark on this academic journey, let us remember that knowledge is not static. It evolves with inquiry, reflection, and collaboration. And this refresher course offers us an opportunity to rediscover the synergy between traditional wisdom and contemporary thought, and to use that understanding to enrich teaching and research in our respective domain. On behalf of MMTTC, Assam University and Department of Sanskrit and Social Work, once again I welcome you all in this inaugural function of 2-week refresher course. So this, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your work and the program and the rich success. We are delighted to have with us Professor Shanti Purkar, sir, Head Department of Computer Science and Literature. I now request sir to address the guest.
माननीय कुलपति आचार्य राजीव मोहन पंत, इस कार्यक्रम में उपस्थित मुख्य अतिथि